Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. The Ninth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco is set to hear oral arguments regarding the National Guard being mobilized to Portland, Oregon on Thursday. Let's get into the reporting.
It's at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the article reads, the article is titled, Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals to hear troop deployment, Portland troop deployment case Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, the article reads, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals will hold an oral argument, hold oral arguments Thursday morning in Oregon's lawsuit against the Trump administration. This comes after the state of Oregon granted a restraining order against Trump sending National Guard troops into the state. The federal court decision is now being challenged by the Trump administration. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek is attempting to reinforce the restraining order by asking a senior military leader to demobilize 400 National Guard troops. Ladies and gentlemen, members. Awaiting Trump's pending orders. 3 judges from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in San Francisco will hear the case at 9 a.m. Thursday morning. The court will decide whether to uphold or reject Oregon's temporary restraining order, which was granted by U.S. District Judge Karen Immigrant. The 200 members of the Oregon National Guard are stationed at Camp Riley on the Oregon coast, while the 200 California National Guard members at Camp Whitcomb, YCOMBE in Clackamas. In addition, Texas National Guard, Governor Greg Abbott said he's willing to send National Guard troops from his state to Portland. During a press conference on Tuesday morning with Canadian Prime Minister Marky Carney, President Donald Trump was asked about invoking the Insurrection Act to deploy the National Guard members to Portland. It's been invoked before, if you look at Chicago. Chicago is a great city where there is a lot of crime, Trump says. And if the governor can't do the job, we'll do the job, he says. It's all very simple, Trump said. Oregon Governor Tina Kotek met with the visiting Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem at the Portland International Airport and the court dispute. Noem later visited the Portland Immigration and Customs Enforcement Facility, the location of protests at the Trump administration. That the Trump administration has claimed justifies sending National Guard troops into Oregon. Earlier Tuesday, Kotek sent a letter to the U.S. Northern Command General Gregory Gilliott asking to in part, to immediately take action to demobilize Oregon's 200 National Guard soldiers currently staged at Camp Riley, along with returning to California the 200 National Guard soldiers currently staged at Camp Whitcomb, Whitcombe. It's unclear much weight the order has since the troops are federalized. There is no insurrection in Portland, no threat to national security. The only threat we face to our democracy, and that threat is being led by President Trump, Governor Kotek said in a video message on social media. Governor Kotek said the two rulings by Judge Immergut, one issued October 4 and another on October 5, are a clear rebuttal of the president's use of the National Guard. The Ninth Circuit should be making a ruling on whether they side with the Trump administration or agree with Kotek on Thursday.